Welcome back to Dark Corners Streaming.
Are you content to die there?
Alongside the Edgar Allan Poe cycle, which we covered in our recent special, Roger Corman and Vincent Price also made Tower of London, which you can watch on YouTube, with Price playing Richard III.
Richard.
Inspired by the 1939 film of the same name, in which Price also appeared, by Shakespeare and by history.
What is honor for one Plantagenet is honor for all of the family.
Although not particularly close to any of those.
Come this way. This is such a nice place to play our game.
It's also worth noting that while this draws on Shakespeare's Richard III in its setting,
Misshapen thing that traffics with evil to gain a throne.
its tone is closer to Macbeth, with familiar scenes,
Blood washes away.
ghosts,
Bar,
Do you want the truth?
and predictions of supernatural death.
You will die in violence. The hands of a man already dead.
While Richard's wife, Anne, played by Joan Camden, channels Lady Macbeth.
A king makes his own destiny. And you shall be king.
Naturally, Corman ups the horror and dealings with the next world.
Quick, milord, step within the pentacle.
But he also makes this a companion piece to the Poe films, with an emphasis on madness and Richard's deteriorating mind. All of which, alongside Price playing a role for which he seems tailor-made,
tell me, will I be king?
ought to make for the grandest of Grand Guignol, and a film of over-the-top gothic terrors and tongue-in-cheek fun.
You're dead. I saw you die. Ah!
Unfortunately, the production was troubled, Corman clashing with producer Edward Small, who, according to Corman, kept reducing the budget, leading to what was supposed to be a colour film being made in black and white, losing much of its planned grandeur. And, again according to Corman, script changes were made without his approval.
A growing madness grips him.
Whoever was to blame, Tower of London radiates a sense of what might have been. It's so close to being as good as the Poe films, but everything just seems a bit off. The psychological aspects are hammered home.
All else was in your mind.
The cycle of murder and haunting falls into repetition.
The wind blows from Bosworth.
Buckingham!
Even Price's performance, usually balanced on a knife edge, here teeters over into parody.
Do not mock me.
And the ending, using footage from the 39 film to create the Battle of Bosworth Field, has the unmistakable whiff of, let's just get this over with.
No, I say it is victory. I am still alive.
Which is not to say that there's nothing to enjoy here. If Price is unrestrained, then he is nevertheless entertaining.
Perhaps a taste of the rack would be more to the lovely lady's liking. Gelder!
The scenes in the torture chamber are undeniably unsettling.
What greater truth is there than death?
There are secret passages, creaking coffins, skeletons. The film does a good job with the one moment that any film invoking Shakespeare's Richard III cannot avoid. And when it's not just saying how mad Richard has gotten, there are genuinely effective moments portraying his insanity. It's all there. It's just not quite on point. And the fact that it is all there makes it a frustrating watch because you can see how close it came.
Do you hear me? I will prevail! I am the king! I will prevail!
Thanks for watching. What are your favourite Shakespeare adaptations, no matter how far from the original they stray? Let us know in the comments below.